The Chicago Bulls play the Toronto Raptors later on tonight. But is Zach Lavine still the number one priority of the front office of the Chicago Bulls? Are they still actively trying to trade Zach Lavine? Let's talk about it. But first, you got to hear the music.
Cognac, gang,
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I am Cognac Boy CDubb, holding it down on another episode for my nephew, Cognac Boy Bobby. If you like what you hear, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you include it in the next episode by leaving a voicemail. Y'all know the number. Nephew, give it to you every damn show. Well, the Bulls play the Toronto Raptors later on tonight, and it'll be the new look Raptors. R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Bruce Brown. The Toronto Raptors is a whole entire new team. They got 3 future first-round picks, which is good for their future. But let's talk about right now. I expect the Bulls to go into Toronto and Canada and take care of business. This is a team in transition in the Toronto Raptors. They have no idea what tomorrow will bring. So let's bring they as a loss today, the Chicago Bulls. Now let's get to Zach Lavine. Zach Lavine, according to reports, is the number one priority for the front office of the Chicago Bulls. Now, this all started when Zach Lavine said it was okay for the Chicago Bulls to look for him for a trade. He pulled out that publicity stunt with Rich Paul. They went to the Kentucky game and had on their t-shirts and their sweaters, Kentucky. This fool went to UCLA. I think he moved a little bit too fast. And I think he knows it. I think he knows it. There are reports that Zach Lavine does not like playing the villain. Zach Lavine does not like playing a villain. And to tell you, he looks awkward trying to be the villain. He looks awkward. What are you saying, CDubb? When did he try to play the villain? Y'all remember them games before he got injured? Y'all seen that effort from Zach Lavine in those first couple games before he got injured after he said he's willing to leave. I ain't the only one with eyeballs to see that effort. That was him trying to play James Harden, trying to play Kawhi Leonard, trying to play Anthony Davis. He couldn't do it. It was awkward. He's not good enough to half-ass it and still look halfway decent. Did you hear what I said? He's not good enough to half-ass it and still look halfway decent. So what happens after he gets his foot injured? He has to sit back and watch his team that he thought, I bet you it was a part of the plan, that they would go straight into the dumps. They would go 3-10 instead of 10-3. Because he underappreciated the teammates that he had on the team. Internally. Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, Patrick Williams, Nikola Vucevic, Dalen Terry, Andre Drummond. They can play, Zach. You ain't know that. You've been playing with them for the last 3 years. You ain't know. What you been doing? I seen you in golf tournaments and you're having kids. This is good. Shout out to you for that. You got houses in California. Shout out to you to that. This was going to be a critical year for Zach Lavine. He just got paid that max money. I thought he was going to come here and be willing to prove it, but he came in here like, man, if it start fucking up on this in this season early, I'm getting up out of here. But it was the wrong move too early, Zach. Now he sit back watching this team win 10 games and lose 3 games. He's like, damn, they can hoop. I can add to this team. I regularly shoot 40% from 3. I regularly shoot 90% from free throw range. And I regularly shoot 50% from the field. But not this year. But I can add 25 points to this team, and we can be even that much better. But the front office reports, and if it's true, they say, no, dude, you said what you said. Out of here. That's what the report's saying. The report saying that you said what you said, and you are out of here. Me personally, I think Zach Lavine should stay. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't make a trade. But I think that Zach Lavine can stay. See, the formula is 2 perimeter ball dominant players won't work with this team. Did you see Patrick Williams with just DeMar DeRozan on the court? Now, could you imagine Zach Lavine with no DeMar DeRozan on the court? You got a tough job coming up, front office. Are these reports correct? And you saying that the time is ticking on Zach Lavine being the Chicago Bull? Or are you gonna sit back and think of this and be a man? Like, think words can be said. We come back even stronger. This gonna be interesting. February 8th is the trade deadline. Let's see if the Bulls make any moves. Comment in the comment section what you think about Zach Lavine still being the focal point for the front office of the Chicago Bulls, and should they trade Zach Lavine at that? If you like what you heard, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.
Cognac. Gang.